Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video we'll understand how we can able to create a new component in Angular application. Okay, so here is our application, which is my first Angular app. So I'll go inside this, and so I need to open this folder in the Visual Studio Code. So I have told you one small simple trick. If you can't able to see this open with code option, means you can directly go to this path and open your command prompt work here like this, and you can type it as code space dot, and your current folder will be open in a Visual Studio Code. Alright, yes. So here, as you can see, my Visual Studio Code has been opened with the current directory. Alright, so now we'll understand how we can able to create a new component. Alright, so yeah, this is still getting loaded, so let's wait for this. Okay, yes, so it's been loaded now. So now, as you can see, if I expand this app, so I can able to see what are the different files which are present by default. Okay, so inside this app folder itself we'll be creating a component, and it's not that we need to redirect to this app directly. So it is very simple, just you need to run one command. Okay, so I'll choose the command prompt. I'll choose git bash or command prompt, whatever it is. You can choose whatever you like. So I'll choose command prompt work here. Okay, so here is my terminal, and suppose if you didn't get this terminal option, means here you can able to see an option called terminal. Just click this terminal and get you can see this new terminal option. All right, yes. So now what you can do, let me make it a little bit more big size so that you can able to see very clearly. Yes, so the command to create a new component is ng. I told you ng means Angular, ng, g means generate, c means component. So then you need to give a component name. So as of now, I think I'll give my component name as home. Let's say home like this, or let's say, see, in all the websites, footer and header will be a common section, or header and footer will be common, correct? So we'll create a header. Okay, let's say like this, header, or component name header. So let's click on enter. So it will take couple of seconds to download. All right, so in the meantime I'll explain this app. As you can see, this is still getting loaded. All right, so what you can do is go to your command prompt again, which you opened earlier, right, to run that code space dot. So here we'll start our server. So what is the command to start our server? Ng serve. Okay, so this is gonna start our server. All right, yeah. So as you can see, my download has been completed, means my component has been created. So if you can able to see inside app folder, we can able to see another folder or a new folder called header. All right, so expand this. Let's see what are the different files we can able to see. So you can able to see 4 different files. One is CSS file, which you know for styling, HTML file, where you can able to use HTML tags, and one more called header.com.ts. okay, so this is the main file to make if you need to do certain operation for a particular component, you need to change everything over here. And what is the spec.ts? So when you download a new component, means just delete this file. This is not required and this is not going to use for you as well. Okay, just delete this file. Okay, so now you'll be having only 3 files, which you know, CSS, HTML and component.ts. So now what you can do is just open, okay, all right, just open this header component.ts. okay, so here you can able to see a selector which has a name as app header. So you can consider your entire header component as a tag. Okay, I'll tell you. So I'll open this app.com.html. okay, and also I'll open this header.com.html. See, inside this header.com.html, by default there is one single tag called paragraph tag, which says header works, and I'll also include one heading tag or h1 tag like this. So this is a new header component, right? Yes. So now let's see whether my application has been started. So it is still getting starting, because now I just started the application, so this will take a couple of seconds. But in the meantime, I'll explain a little bit more about header component. All right, so see, this header component is like a separate folder. Okay, separate folder or separate component. Suppose if you want to use this entire component in your application, okay, so by default app.component.html file will be running when we start our application, correct? So I'll open this file, right? So here we don't have anything. Okay, so now if I include that header component tag inside this app.component.html tag means, or page means, we can able to see all this code which is written in header component, which will be run through app.com.html. Let's say like this. So what's our selector name? So based on the selector name, we need to create a tag. Okay, like this, app header. All right. So I'll go to this file again, app header, like this. Clear? So let's see whether my application got started. Yes, it's got started almost. All right. So I'll open my browser. You can choose any of your favorite browser. So I'll open Chrome. Here I got my Chrome browser, and by default your application will be running in the port number 4200. Okay, let's click on enter. See, your application getting loaded, and since we have called header component inside a app.com.html file, the header component is displaying over here. Okay, so I'll go back to the code again. If suppose I remove this tag or they remove this component which have written over here, if I remove this and if I refresh over here, you can't able to see anything, completely blank page. Okay, so I'll go to my here, but wait, here I have used app header, right? What if I want to change my tag name? Let's say if you want to change your this component name or tag name means, you can go to this header component.ts file, select what are the name you want. You can put your name also, your nickname also, whatever you want, you can put it over here. So I don't want this app dash, so I'll just keep it as header. Okay, so I'll come to this file again. All right, so instead of this app dash, I'll just keep it as header. Okay, so header like this. All right, so now if I go to my browser and refresh, here I can able to see. Okay, let's refresh this again. I can able to see header component. All right, see here, just try to understand. See, normally when you create an actual header or a navigation bar, it will be like more than 5-10 lines, correct? So here for example purpose we have only 2 lines. So what, see, if you want to use that navigation bar twice, 4 times or multiple times means, normally in general what we'll do means, we'll take this code and we'll paste it for 4 to 5 times, correct? If you want that same thing for a couple of times means, right? So I'm not just speaking about the navigation bar, like any type of code. Let's say you have created one design, a photo which has circled or some design. Okay, you want to use that repeatedly. What you do normally, just copy and paste it again. All right. So here code duplication occurs. So what we can do is, since this header is an entire component, right? So how many times you want that to be displayed? You just write the single line, header, header, header. How many times you want, you can paste it, right? So here I have pasted 7 times. If I see in my browser, it looks something like this. Got it? So I hope you guys understood here. See, first, second, third, fourth, 5, 6th and 7th. 7 times my header component being executed. All right. So let's remove all of this and we'll keep it only once. All right. I hope you guys understood how we can able to create a new component. In upcoming session, we'll be creating one entire website. Okay, with using components. So I'll give you one design as well. Based on the design, we'll try to create a website. All right. So thank you guys.